I'm Josh, and today I'll be presenting our team's visual artifact using the theory of change model. We believe this model best illustrates how specific actions will lead to long-term improvements in Boeing's safety, culture, and public trust. At the root of Boeing's crisis were three core issues: loss of public trust, a deceptive internal culture, and a flawed organizational structure that prioritized profit over safety. Now, Phase 1 is all about rebuilding public trust through swift and visible actions. Boeing's top leadership must be held accountable, and this means removing CEO and other senior executives whose decisions contributed to the crisis. Following that, a sincere public apology from the board should be issued, not only acknowledging the company's failures, but also committing to the transparency moving forward. To reinforce this, Boeing will commission external, independent safety audits. These audits provide an unbiased review of current practices and signal to regulators that Boeing is serious about meaningful change, not just the optics. The next step of our roadmap would be Phase 2, which focuses on restoring Boeing's culture of excellence and safety. We would aim to relocate headquarters back to Seattle, which would reconnect leadership with its engineering roots. Here, decisions can be made based on first-hand observation rather than remote readouts. Additionally, we would implement an internal whistleblower policy and a new Speak Up system, which would empower employees to voice concerns directly to a strengthened chief safety officer, creating a culture of transparency and accountability. Our final phase would address the need for deep structural reform. At the center of this is the chief safety officer, whose role must be elevated. We would give them authority to halt production or design changes if safety concerns arise. Additionally, we would give them direct access to company-wide safety data, ensuring transparency and accountability. Lastly, we would give them ability to report directly to the board of directors. This would bypass traditional chains of command that might dilute urgent safety concerns. We would then expand the presence of on-site safety officers who would report directly to that chief safety officer. The final step in our roadmap would be restructuring our board of directors. For example, to restore Boeing's engineering first identity, we would recommend bringing back John Tracy. As former leader of Boeing's research and development, Tracy wouldn't just return as a figurehead, but also a stabilizing mentor. Tracy would help realign Boeing with its foundational values. Our team's crisis recovery plan aims to restore trust between Boeing's passengers, airlines, and regulators. We hope to ensure safer production, as well as position Boeing for long-term profitability through a culture that values ethics as much as innovation. This is Josh, and this has been our visual artifact.
Thanks for listening.
Colada.